Mr. Sesmith, here in Paris with Adidas, of course. What you reckon about these Olympics?
Well, it's always exciting, to have them here in Paris and these historic sites, and the Eiffel Tower. And of course, Roland Garros has been there forever as well, Versailles, and all the different stadiums, indoor stadiums, and the Stade de France. I mean, how special is that to have all those sports going on at the same time? And I'm quite familiar with Roland Garros, but to see sports in these other places is unique.
Which are your favorite, your favorite ones?
The sports?
Yes.
Yeah, well, the swimming, of course, is great, and the gymnastics, the U.S. has had a great run in gymnastics. We'll see what happens with track and field swimming's been great. All the great thing about it is there's so many sports that people don't follow all the time. You follow tennis, for instance, and football, and track and field some, but in golf, for instance. But you don't follow all these other Olympic sports unless it's the World Championships or the Olympics, and so it's unique. A lot of athletes you just don't know in these other sports.
There are also new sports, breakdance, skateboard. What's the meaning of this, the new trend?
Yeah, I did a skateboarding video actually a couple of years ago, which is pretty funny. But I think it's great to catch the trends of the world with breakdancing and skateboarding. That's a great example of kind of street sports. A lot of people are doing. Unfortunately, in my opinion, you'd love to see these great athletes playing tennis. And so, they're so talented, have such great balance, hand-eye coordination. They would be great in tennis too. So you hate to see them not playing tennis, but it's fun to see them perform in these other sports. It's unbelievable the things they can do.
How tennis is changing, yes, every day, but it seems that in the latest years, Djokovic against Alcaraz, but also the Italian movement. We are Italian, and so we are very proud of this. So how is the changing at the moment?
Well, the game always evolves, and you have certain countries that have, Sweden had a lot of good players, and then France has had a lot of good players. The U.S. has had good players, and Italy right now has got the most, I think, top 100 players, and men and women. So it's great to see that. Berrettini was sort of the guy. Then now you got Musetti, and you got there's like 8 or 9 really good Italian players in the men's side, and then the women's side, of course, Paolini doing so well. And then, of course, singles and doubles. And so I don't know why, actually, each country has different ways of trying to develop players. Sometimes it's totally unique and it's private development clubs that are developing players, not the federations. In some cases, the federations are very, very involved. And so, from our point of view, from the United States, we'd love to see, the Agassi, Courier, Chang, Sampras, those great players, and but like I say, it changes all the time.
Adidas is always, present in the most important events. What's the meaning for you, to be always, linked with Adidas in your recent story?
Well,
how you lead this?
Yeah, 50 years ago, it was a great honor for me to be, part of the family, the Adidas family, and it's been there ever since. So it's been over 50 years that I've been part of the family, and it is such a great company. It has great history to it and great values to it. Adi Dassler, established the company on great values, and that's what I like about it the most. And it evolves like everything else, and we've had good times and bad times, and good times and bad times, and it's great to see, great people being involved with Adidas. Of course, you have to keep up with design and that sort of thing. My shoe has been, one of those shoes that's sort of been around for a long time. I like your shoe, by the way. And it's, they're very simple, and they kind of stick around when all these evolutions take place. Different colors and different styles and different platforms and that sort of thing. But the shoe is very comfortable. You can wear it with anything. It's very simple, and sometimes there's a benefit to have something like that.
What you wish about these Olympics after these Olympics? What can be the legacy of these Olympic Games?
Well, I think the Paris Olympics, have brought style and fashion to a certain extent. History, these venues are historic that where the events are taking place. You just can't, copy that and do the same thing. Next ones are in LA. I'm just thinking of where can they do events in LA that could be anything like the Eiffel Tower, Versailles, or the Stade de France. I mean, it's a special city, and because of that, the Olympics are very unique.